Good morning, everybody. So I am going to show you guys how to upload your guys' database into DeltaNet. I did a live class last week and it was such a hit. I have been getting email after email asking, can you please show me? Can you please show me? I missed the class. I really need to know it. And I had so many people in class that said it was such a helpful class. So I wanted to get this up on my YouTube channel as soon as possible because I really think that it was such a helpful class, and I don't think that you guys really utilize it as much as you guys should. So first off, I'm going to show you what you guys, what your database should actually look like. So I am going to share my screen here. Let's share it here. And I am going to bring my database over. All right, so this is the way your database should look. So these are the columns. So first name should be one column. So if Willie Mays Hayes has a wife, Lily, so we're going to say Willie and Lily Mays Hayes, Lily should have another column. So it should be Willie in one column and Lily in another column, and then Mays in another column. If Lily had a different name, she should then have another column. So everything should have its own column. I will show you in DeltaNet why everything should have its own column. It just makes it easier uploading it into DeltaNet. So again, if Willie had a wife named Lily, she should have her own column. So going into the address, 124 South, let me kind of open this up a little bit. So 123 South Main Street. So the whole address without the city and zip code should have its own column. So 124 South Main Street has its own column. And then the city has its own column. Right here, own column. State has its own column. Zip code has its own column. Their email address has its own column. So if Lily has an email address as well, Lily's email address would be over here. If Willie had two email addresses, Willie would have an email address over here as well. It would not all be underneath one column. Again, everything is separated. So we want to make sure that everything has its own column. So phone number has its own column. So if Hank Aaron has another phone number, if he wants his office phone number added as well as his cell phone number or home phone number, we would put home phone here. So let's add his home phone number. Come on, it's not going to let us. So Hank Aaron wants to add his home phone number here. All right, Hank, we got your home phone number in there as well. Oh, I put the exact same. That's funny. I didn't even realize that I did that, but that's fine. Your notes can also get transferred over to DeltaNet. So if you guys have notes in there, Willie Mays Hayes is a hot lead. We went looking at a few houses back on the 2nd, and he may want to put an offer in. So we need to follow up with him, see how he's going. We can add that over into DeltaNet. We have, who is this one? Is that Barry Bonds? Barry Bonds, we've sent over to Gil for pre-approval on 328. We have Joe DiMaggio just looking, mainly credit repair. So those notes, if we have all those notes already in our database, we can go ahead and send those notes over into DeltaNet as well. So these are this is how your database should be set up. If you don't have a database yet, don't worry about it. You don't have to go ahead and make one in the Excel spreadsheet. We can go ahead and just start in DeltaNet. So this is for those who already have a spreadsheet already done for your database. Congratulations. I'm glad you've gotten that far. Another thing is I would go ahead and I would switch them up and put them as buyers and sellers. And so you can do buyers here, you can do another page of sellers. I will show you what I mean because we can group them in DeltaNet. So we can send the buyers, if we want to shoot out an email, we can send them up just to our buyers, so we can group them as buyers. So if we have a open house coming up, we can send them an open house to our buyers. If we have something else, I'm drawing a blank right now, we can send it to our sellers. Or whatever else there is, we can send it to just our prospects. So there is so much stuff you can do in DeltaNet with our database and with those groups. So again, this is how your database should look. Everything should be separate. So we're going to go ahead and go over to DeltaNet. There are different ways you guys can get into DeltaNet. So one way you guys can get into DeltaNet is through the hub. So if you guys don't have access to the hub, go ahead and see your OA. She will get you guys access to the hub. So you can either go through our Worley RE website, which is here, and then you scroll all the way down to the bottom to the agent login, and then that will get you through. Or else you can go to the Worley CRM. That will get you right over to your guys's DeltaNet. And it's going to log me into the wrong side. So let me go ahead and get over to the side that I need to be. But it will bring you guys to the right side. So this is your guys's lovely, colorful DeltaNet. So we're going to go to the CRM. Oh, sorry. Let me show you guys how to download your guys's spreadsheet, because that would probably be helpful. All right. So to download, we're going to go to File. We are going to go as Save As. Up here, we're going to name it. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to name it Spreadsheet or Database. And then we're going to go here and we're going to go to the CSV, comma, delimited CSV. That is what we are going to save it as. We're not going to save it as this CSV, and we're not going to save it as these two as CSVs. We're going to name it we're going to save it as this CSV, comma, delimited. And then we're going to hit save. We're going to hit OK. All right, so we're done. All right, so now we're going to go to our DeltaNet. I'm sorry, I hit one step too fast. All right, so the CRM. All right, so this is all the stuff that we can go ahead and do with our CRM. Right now, we're going to import, export. We're going to import our contacts. We're going to choose our file. All right. Right here is where people kind of get stuck. They're like, what the heck? I don't see it. It's automatically kind of come up with a vCard file. We need to change this to all files. All right. So we saved it in documents. So we're going to hit documents. And then we're going to try to find what we saved it under. So we saved it under database. So we're going to find our database. A, B, C, D. There's our database. Open it up. Upload file. All right. So this is why we do all separate columns, because this is the way DeltaNet is having us upload, all by separate columns. So we need to look system, so it's by field mapping. So we are going to look for email. So we're going to drop down. So these are all of our upload. So our headline column, I'll show you here. So what we put up here is what DeltaNet is pulling for down here. So we put name, last name, address, city, zip, state, email, phone number, home phone number, and notes. So we need to find what is up here. So email is required. So we're going to drop down and we're going to hit email. So it's going to pull all of our databases emails. first name. We need to pull name, and it's going to pull Willie, Hank, Roberto, Kirby, Ken. It's going to pull all of our first names. Last names, Mays, Heron, Clement, Puckett, Griffey Jr. Okay, they pulled all well. Our address. So we're going to pull our address. So we're going to click down. We're going to hit our addresses. So that's going to pull our addresses. If they had apartments, we would put apartments here, address 2. So that would be a different column. So that would be another column that we would need to add. Cities, our cities pulled. But if they didn't, we would hit cities. So they would pull our states. Mine pulled. If yours did not, go ahead and put state. Zip code, same thing, just keep going through. County, if you put county as one of your guys', go ahead and put that. Phone, daytime, if we have a phone numbers, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit phone. There we go. Phone evening, we're going to go ahead and hit that home phone. There's that home phone. And these are all the different kinds of columns that you guys can go ahead and do. So if you were at a open house and if they came with kids and they had little Susie, you guys could have went ahead and put children. If they purchased already from you, you can go ahead and put your purchase date. If they sold from you, sold date. Company, I don't think you guys need company or job title. Here's your notes. We want to go ahead and we want to add notes into there. So secondary email, if they have another email, spouse's first name. So this is where we would put Lily Mays, Lily, and then Mays. And then if she had an email, spouse's phone number. So say Willie and Lily Mays were at our open house and they were like, you know what, we got to get going. It's our wedding anniversary. We got to get going. And you're like, oh, happy anniversary. How many years is it? And they're like, oh, it's 5 years today. Okay, it's March or April 12th. Okay, so you're writing on your notebook, April 12th, Willie and Lily Mays' anniversary. So you can come in here and you can put that in here. So then next year, if they become your clients this year, you can send them that wedding anniversary card. So that is in here for you guys. So that is that extra mile that you go for your guys' realtor. So you can put that in here as well. There is so much stuff that you guys can do. If they purchase from you, purchase address, sold address. So those are all of the different kinds of columns that you guys can put in your database. So much stuff. Here is the groups. This is what I'm talking about for the groups that are absolutely cool. So you can put them all as active if you want. You can put the current buyers. So are these all current buyers or are they all current sellers? Obviously, you're going to have some buyers. You're going to have some sellers. Are they people that you just want to keep engaged? So are they people back at home? So I just moved here from Minnesota a year ago. So are they people that you just want to keep engaged so they give you referrals? You just want to send those Easter cards to or the Christmas cards to or things like that you just want to give the DIY little tidbits to. Or, if winter's coming up or spring cleanings come up, make sure your gutters are clean, make sure, your air conditioner is blowing out or things like that. You don't want to send them open houses or anything like that because you know that they're not going to pay attention to that. So those are the things that you want to kind of, like I said before, in your database, kind of group those different kinds of people together but apart. And then future, are there people that are just not there yet but are going to be your future clients? Listed negotiation, new, the people that have already made offers, the past buyers, but you want to keep them up to date, just saying thank you, past clients, past sellers, prospects. So there are so many different groups that you can go ahead and put them as. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to put mine all as active and we're going to save process now. All right, so mine were all saved, done, up to date, 19 customers. All right, we're ready to go. They're uploaded, ready to go. So we're gonna go back to the CRM. And these are things, like I said, that you guys can do with your guys' CRM. So you guys can email your customers. So if you want to go ahead and you can go to here, you guys can go. So you can send them all to your active. You can send them to your closed, your current buyers. So these are the groups that I just talked about. If you just want to send it to your engaged group, if you want to send it to your new group, if you want to send it to your offer maids, your all of these, your pending buyers, your past clients. So this is where I'm talking about those groups that really make a difference, because you obviously don't want to send it to everybody because not everybody is in the same boat. So really pay attention to those groups. Those groups really matter. So that is a great one. Let's see. So you can do mailing labels. Your labels are already done. They're obviously, we put the address and everything in there. You guys can do that. If you want to start your CRM right through DeltaNet instead of doing it through Excel spreadsheet, you guys can just go ahead and add customer here. Or if you already uploaded your spreadsheet and you have a new customer that you guys want to go ahead and add, go ahead and add them here. This is where you would do it. See more information. This is where you'd add your birthdays. Keep going down here, family information. This is where you would add everything that we went through. Save your customer, and voila, it's added into your guys' CRM. Marketing. This is the last thing that I am going to go through, is the Creative Studio. The Creative Studio is pretty cool. This is where we would go ahead and send those groups different things. So search your category. So if you are a new agent, you can go ahead and say, hey, I'm a new agent, and you can send that to your whole entire database. It is already customized to your picture, your website, your email, everything like that that is in your DeltaNet. It is already custom to you. You don't have to put any of that in. Here, I just made a big move. I am a new real estate agent. Has your picture, has your phone number, has your email address, has your website, has everything. You don't have to do a darn thing to it, you guys. 1 year home anniversary. So if you have that 1 year home anniversary coming up, you can go ahead and do that. Send it to them. Birthday, child's birthday, greetings, holidays. So if you have the holidays coming up and you want to send them to that, go ahead and do that. Just sold. So if you have a just sold that you want to send out to everybody. New listing. So if you want to send that new listing out to all of your new buyers, that new buyers group, you can go ahead and do a new listing. So you guys can go into there, do the new listing, send it to that group of to your buyers. So a ton of stuff you guys can do here. Remember, this does not replace your guys' voice-to-voice, face-to-face. This is just something that is added on top of that. We do not want that to replace that, because that is crucial to your guys' business, is that face-to-face, voice-to-voice. This is just something that is added to that can be sent out that once a month kind of thing. Just saying, hey, I'm here, I'm top of mind kind of thing. So lots and lots of stuff you guys can do with your guys' database within DeltaNet. They just added a text through this as well. So if you guys are emailing through this, if you guys are doing that as well, you guys can go ahead and text through this as well. So lots and lots of stuff you guys can do. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and email me, Nicole, NICCOLE @WREVegas.com, or you guys can call me at 702-605-8201. Thanks for coming on, and I appreciate it. Oh, and let me show you guys. It is the exact same way through, I know a lot of you guys have saved your guys' stuff through Google Docs as well. Let me quick show you guys that. So if you guys have saved your stuff through Google Docs, it is pretty easy there too. I'm just going to use one of my baseball things. So say this is your guys's, it's not set up the same way, but pretend this is your guys's database. Just go to File, Download, comma, separated values. Now it's downloaded, okay, the exact same way. So now we are going to go back to our CRM. We're going to go to Import, Export, Import, choose your file. I just put mine in my downloads. This V card we need to change to all files. And right here is my, my Google Docs. And then open it, and then we're going to upload it. So the exact same way we did through Excel, but it is just download instead of save as. And it's going to be that CSV current sheet. So comma, separated values. And I think where you guys are getting a little mixed up and kind of frustrated is when we are uploading, you guys aren't seeing it because you guys are seeing this V card, and we have to change it to all files. And then it will be right there. So I think that that's where you guys are seeing it or getting messed up. So that is all I have for my today's quick tip video. I will be doing these as my Wednesday lives are over. So you guys will not miss out on my lives if you guys cannot make it. So I am so glad that I am able to do this for you guys. I hope this has helped. Please send me back feedback if you liked it or not. And again, please let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm always here for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great week and happy marketing. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.